Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 here with Bath City Football Club, where we're trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. So far here in our first season in Sky Bet League 2 we are doing quite alright here after half a season and are currently 8th as you see, or almost half a season. The last game of the first half of the season is coming up here against Wycombe. We are going to play as an away team though. They are 21st in the league, so it should be a game that we should have a good chance of winning. Unfortunately though, we are having had, or will have had, some bad games here just before, so hopefully we can turn things around in that department and have a little bit of a better run in terms of that. But we'll see here how things goes in this episode, of course, but we'll try our best. And yeah, welcome here to Rawslowgaming, where we're trying to play games from the start and show you everything from start to finish without cutting out all the boring stuff and without just showing you the fun, goofy moments or things like that, and trying to explain and talk about all the decisions we do in a proper way, so to say, and basically how you are thinking or how I'm thinking about everything I read and see and do. So regarding that, we get a lot of play development advice here from our coach, Jamie Crowder. So we have Akinola, one of our defenders, feels that are lacking depth in midfield. And so our Charles saying, and that is not really too good. And I feel the same, that we are lacking depth in the midfield, but more in the striker department, really. Play personality changes, positive impact overall, manager support excellent, that's good, and Gray is now a leading veteran north-south player, previously only a good player for the same, so that's good. And merch showing better potential. Actually 3.5 stars in terms of potential, so actually pretty darn good. Unfortunately, he doesn't really get enough playing time to develop, I guess, and well, I don't think he will get enough playing time in a foreseeable future either, unfortunately, but we can't really do too much about it. He's a backup player, but he's not up to the level that he needs to be for being a starting player. We sure would like to offer him the chance to do so, though, but we can't really. We are just trying to survive. Or well, we are trying to fight for a playoff spot, really. That's what we're trying to do. But in the bigger picture, we are just trying to survive and getting our players better and settling them with a profit and everything like that. But of course, to do that, we would need him to play. But then we would have such a much worse squad if we let him play or let him start all the matches than we are having with our lone player, and then we would have a much lower chance of getting promoted and less money and everything like that. So that's fine. And actually we get a personal message from the new chairman, and or actually re-elected, and no plans with investments at this stage. And a new board are taking over, and the new board would like you to follow these philosophies now. Sign high-profile players, sign young players for first team. So I will probably not sign high-profile players, and they will only judge us on future transfers and future matches. So that is pretty standard here. We'll just continue here towards the match against Wycombe, and we did get some pre-match tactical advice there and recommended to drop Gosling, but we will not do that. According to bookmakers here, we are quite clear underdogs for the match, which is not a bit of a problem, but hopefully we can do a surprise. What is a problem is that our goalkeeper there got injured for 1 to 2 days, so he will miss this match. Hopefully he will be fit for the next one. Training overall 7.91 for the first team, under 23s at 7.51, and I will criticize McDonald here. I should criticize a few more players actually, but we can't, or we could, but we will not go more in depth. And for the under 18s at 8.24, so super great performance there by those players. Training actually, and let's see here. So Gray, I think it's the same still, but we are going to take a second look there, or a third or fourth look, just in case we missed anything or something like that. Sexter actually is showing a little bit of improvement here, so that's nice. And maybe we should give him a little bit more playing time just because of that. That is actually showing improvement, but so is Charles actually finally. Quite a lot actually, so we'll let Charles be the man that we choose alongside De Havilland. And no one to complain about really, so we'll not do that. Start training for Morris and stop for Ponticelli, as suggested by our coach or our assistant manager. Didn't really look which of the two it was. It doesn't really matter too much. And we'll see here. So we have a little bit of a run of away matches, but hopefully we can do all right, even though it's definitely harder to play away matches. So let's see here, team selection. So goalkeeper, you are injured. So Baptiste, I know you are not much worse, or actually you are, but we'll bring you in nonetheless. Poncelli, you are suspended. So we'll bring in Eloy as a poacher attack. We can't bring in June on the bench, unfortunately. We would like to, but we can't, because then we have too many lone players in the team. And merge Jordan, no. Let's see. We will play here straight off, banned for the match. Yeah, I know. Can I just remove you? Clear position. Yeah. All right. That's how we do it. So we are one player short in terms of substitutions, or players on the bench really, and they warned us about that, but that's fine. And here we have another rainy match, but yeah, England is quite rainy in late December to January. I kind of think it's actually really strange that the season is through the winter, so to say. Here in Sweden with quite similar weather as England, I would say. Sure, north of Sweden do have quite a different weather than England, but still we have our season from like April to September, October, or something like that. And I don't understand why England have it through the really cold and bitter season, or months, so to say. But anyway, we start off really great here with a goal in the second minute here by Eloy. So we are having the lead here. Bath City 1, Wycombe 0 here very early on. And now 25 minutes in, and not too much happening after that first goal and first chance. A little bit over 30 minutes now, and still the same. No more chances, or highlights rather, I should say. And now closing in on the end of the first half, and we have a new highlight here in the 44th minute. The ball to Gray, crosses it in to Charles, and he shoots and hits the top bar, and it's a goal. Adloy there on the rebound and managed to put it in. So the scoreline now 2-0 for Bath City versus Wycombe just before the end of the first half. So extremely great position to be in here before the end of the first half, or before the start of the second half, I should say, because, well, I don't really think this result will change here before the end of the first half, but a good free kick there from Wycombe, definitely. But here we should have the end of the first half any second. And there we have. So the scoreline after one half is 2-0 after 2 goals by Adloy early and late in the half. Shots 8-5, shots on target 4-4, and possession 41 to 59%. So looking at the stats and everything like that, we should be extremely happy with leading with the 2 goals. And we are certainly, I think the lads have done really great from themselves. We will criticize Heat here, though. We will be telling that we are very happy with Adloy's performance here. And unfortunately, we have a lot of players there that reacted pretty bad to our comments, which is not too great. Maybe I should have started with praising Adloy if I wanted to. In general, I don't really do a lot of praising, but all right. So seems to be a highlight here straight from kickoff, and Wycombe with a shot there, but pretty much clear over the top bar. And we are getting a highlight straight after that, though, so this should definitely be a proper highlight. And unfortunately, it seems to be Wycombe with the ball here, driving it forward just outside the penalty area and coming through and shooting it well wide there. So super miss, but a good chance. So let's see here, we should maybe do a substitution or 2 here, soon-ish. Let's do that now, actually. So let's take off the Howland and put in Sangster. Play him as a deep lying playmaker, and we'll put in Lundstrom instead of Heat here, who's tired. Well, not tired, but a little bit low in condition. We'll just continue like this and maybe do a last substitution here pretty soon. We'll move down to cautious, make changes, and move down to defensive, and very defensive here overall as time progress, and make a substitution. And let's bring in Jordan instead of Morris, a player that is most tired of our central defenders. And with 5 minutes to go, we'll go down to very defensive here. And 1 minute to go here, and just 3 seconds on this highlight, and there we have full time. So the final scoreline for Bassett versus Wycombe is 2-0, shots 12-13, shots on target 4-5, and possession 42-58%. So definitely very happy with the performance from the lads. And yeah, a great match there, and a good win for us. Even though Wycombe are 21st in the league, the bookmakers definitely had us as underdogs there. So good to win that match and turns our fortunes around a little bit, since it were pretty bad matches, the 2 in the last episode. After that match, that brings us up to 6th in the league, 6 points off from the league leaders, and 18 points clear of the relegation zone, not promotion zones, but relegation zone, and we get 6k more here for Mamlo that I don't know how we transferred to Cheltenham, but all right. And he's playing in Vanara National League. He's doing quite all right for himself, definitely here in Cheltenham. Adelaide on form for Bass, yeah, definitely the case. And he's actually 27 years old, so that's pretty darn old. How I like to play it. I don't really try to have that many old players in the team, but he's been pretty steady here for us since we signed him in Vanara National League South. There he definitely did really good, but then of course we were pretty strong that season. So let's continue here. Next game up is against Luton Town, and with just two days in between, so will be a little bit tough maybe with the condition on some players, but hopefully it will be all right nonetheless. And while we are between matches here, if you're enjoying this series and this episode, remember to smash that like button. It's very, very much appreciated. And also if you are enjoying it, do remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so far and don't want to miss any of the episodes that we are uploading daily here on Rawslowgaming. Then we'll decline the interview from Birmingham. Unfortunately, we'll have to do that. Merch here, I don't really want to loan you out, so we will reject the offer. We don't really want to loan out any more players, then we will not have any players to have on the bench. And also I don't really think it would be beneficial for Merch to play in a much lower league. He is used, well, not really that much, but a good choice for us when needed. And let's see here, according to bookmakers, pretty much even Steven against Luton here. So we'll see here how we are going to do it, so to say. And let's see here, team selection. Yeah, Gray really tired here. How are you doing, O'Connor? So you're actually in decent condition here, but are you training? Yeah, you are. See here. Yeah, you are. So you're not in good fitness, but that's all right. So let's bring in Alloy on the bench, Ponticelli, target man, pressing forward, attack. Yeah, that's how we are playing you. Yeah. Let's see here, Gosling, you are tired though, so we'll have to play Alloy as a poacher. Heat, you are on right. Chance, you are tired, so you will have Sangster. And should we switch out the Haviland as well? I think we should. Central midfielder, defend, and O'Connor, Akon, Baker. Yeah, we need to switch out basically our whole defense. That should be fine. Jordan instead of Akinola. And let's see here, Tavares, unfortunately not out now, so I can't switch you. Jones will switch for Akon. And yeah, pretty much a B team here that we are choosing for the match against Luton, but we gotta do it from time to time, and this is the time for us to do it here, I think at least, but hopefully we can keep it together decently anyway. It's not really a super bad team, but it's definitely not our strongest team. So first 15-20 minutes, not much though happening so far. We are definitely dominating in terms of shots and possession so far, but that is something that we all know can change. First highlight here, for Luton, a corner in the 31st minute, and it's a goal for Luton. Unfortunately, and I see we are having wrong keeper in the team. We have Baptiste when we should have a Molden, and yeah, maybe Molden would have saved that. We will never know. And highlights right after that. Hopefully we can make a quick rematch or a quick equalizer here in the 32nd minute. That would be great, but it's Luton coming through here on a counter-attack and doing a bad pass there, but we are doing an even worse clearing. And the same thing again there by Sangster, unfortunately. And the ball now safely with Luton, playing back and forth here in the midfield, lifting it high here on the right hand side and crossing it in, but managed to clear it, but very poorly again and again. 2 times extremely poorly cleared there, and a chance by Luton, and it's a goal in the 32nd minute here, unfortunately for Luton versus Bath. So the scoreline now 0-2 for Bassett versus Luton. We need to go up here to attacking in our mentality, I think. So that is what we'll do, and we'll start shouting to the players here. So yeah, our B team here definitely not holding up against Luton. And closing in here on the end of the first half. But first, another chance here in the 47th minute, and it seems to be for Luton here again. Playing outside our penalty box and shooting, and they're pretty much straight at the keeper that managed to save that ball, luckily enough. So please, let's get this over with and let's end at this first half, because, well, we are certainly not winning the first half. And we can only regroup and get out and have a better second half than this, I hope. Or maybe, yeah, Adloy with a chance, and it's over the top bar there, unfortunately. And out for a corner, actually, so saved by the keeper. Hit with the corner here, and unfortunately cleared there, so it should be the end of the first half here. And it is, so the scoreline 0-2 for Bassett versus Luton. Shots 5 versus 5, shots on target 1 versus 3, possession 45 versus 55%. So yeah, definitely could do better, and not good at all in terms of the scoreline. Looking on the rest, not too bad, but not good enough at all. So we'll be criticizing a few players here, Lundstrom and Adloy. And yeah, that will be everything. And we'll go up to very attacking here, and we'll keep shouting, show passion, demand more, move up, and everything like that. That we can remember and try to do. And we'll make changes here, and can't do any shout at the moment. Next highlight here in the 55th minute, first in the second half, Ponzella with a chance, and he hits the ball to post, but he managed to pick up the loose bar there, and it's a goal in the 55th minute. The score now 1-2 for Bath City versus Luton. And yeah, don't know what the keeper did there on by the post there, and letting Poncelli get to that ball first, or the defenders, but well, I'm happy to manage to get in that ball for sure. And we'll do substitutions here first before doing our next shout. So let's put in Akinola here instead of Morris, actually, even though Akinola is very tired. It should be alright. And let's actually put in Gosling instead of Heath here. And what more? De Havilland instead of Lundstrom. Lundstrom is not having a really great game. And De Havilland in attack. We'll do a shout, push forward here. And a corner here by O'Connor in the 67th minute. Poncelli with a header just over the top bar there, very nearly a good chance. And next highlight here in the 68th minute, merge with a cross towards Gosling and just over the top bar again. So some really great chances there, unfortunately not able to convert that to a goal. We'll shout the man more here, and Luton with a corner, and it's out to the outside of the penalty area, but Luton still in control of the ball, passing it back and forward here and moving in towards the penalty spot, and it's a goal on the shot there by Luton from Joe Rankin Costello, unfortunately, and extending their lead to 1-3 here, just as we had some momentum going, unfortunately. So very unlucky for us, but a really beautiful goal there actually, and we need to remember to switch out Baptiste for the next match, so actually we'll do that after this one. And hopefully have that corrected. Next highlight, maybe a last one in the match here, who knows, in the 85th, 86th minute, and what's this happening? Ponticelli here with a chance, and it's not a goal, saved on the goal line there. Oh Jesus, almost blocked that into goal. That were so close, and we'll just give a shout here, show some passion here, and we'll see if that make any changes whatsoever. I don't think it will. Doesn't really matter this late in the game either. And Luton with a chance just outside the post there in the 89th minute. So 3 minutes of extra time, seconds to go here. So we will lose this match, unfortunately, but that is all right. Well, not all right, but the players have done quite well for themselves of sorts. We did expect this of sort as well, playing with sort of a B team, but really quite irritated that I missed to switch out to our correct keeper there and let Baptiste play a second match in a row. That's very frustrating, but nonetheless, the final scoreline for Bassett versus Luton is 1-3, shots 12-14, shots on target 2-6, and possession 42-58%. And yeah, definitely could have been better, could have been worse, but overall, yeah, just should have done better, but all right. It is what it is, can't do too much about it. After that match day, we are 6th in the league, 9 points off from the league leaders now, so definitely have a little bit of lost the real connection to the league leader, so to say. And we are 18 points clear of the not promotion, damn it, saying it wrong again, from the relegation zone. So a little bit irritating to have a little bit of a bad run here, but hopefully we can get back and get that better. Let's go to tactics here and switch this out, Molne for Baptiste, so I remember that. But anyway, that will be everything for this episode, so I hope you have enjoyed. If you have done so, remember to smash that like button, and if you haven't done so yet but are enjoying this series, remember to hit that subscribe button. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time here. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.